Welcome back to the Caleb's Tech Paradise YouTube channel. So right here I have a DSi, and if you couldn't tell from the title of this video, this is not a stock DSi. I've done some pretty significant modifications software-wise to it, and yeah, that's what we're going to be taking a look at today. Because I think this is really cool, and if you have the opportunity to ever get a hold of one of these DSIs, and you should definitely take a look at getting some, like some of the stuff I'm going to show off in this video. So yeah, let's get started. So this thing's pretty beat up, if you can tell. Yeah, it's not really in great shape, but yeah, it's actually works really well for what I do with it. So yeah, my stylus is gone, but what's really special about this thing is this SD card thing right here. Well, I guess it's technically a micro SD card. But the thing is, what you can do with this is you can basically can just like put files onto here on the DSi, and what that allows you to do is not only like do your game saves and stuff like on the regular DS games or DSi games or whatever, but you can also put exploits on here. Like people have been looking at these for years and years, and they found ways to trick the system and make it so you can basically do whatever you want, and that's basically how this little thing works. So let me just show you when I turn this thing on. It may seem normal, but there's actually some stuff going on here. So yeah, you got the regular DSi boot screen, but when you press the start button, so yeah, as you can see, this thing has Twilight Menu ++ on it. And basically what that is like, once this loads up, I'll show you. So this basically just like replaces the regular DSi menu. So yeah, all of these folders right here, these are all the folders that are on my SD card. And as you can see, I got quite a few things on here. But yeah, I got some homebrew apps like DS Doom, you know, just all your DSi stuff. So yeah, so basically you can like find apps on the internet, download them, put them on the DSi, and then like this will basically, and like when you go into get this installed, it'll basically run anything on your SD card. And I personally think it's a lot better than just doing the regular homebrew menu, just because, you know, you get the whole interface. It's not just like one app. Because what you could do is just install the homebrew menu. But I do think it's worth it to like do a little more stuff and get that Twilight Menu ++. I have a slightly older version of it, so there's probably some newer features that have been added that aren't in this video. But yeah, yeah. So let's just take a look. So yeah, as you can see, I got the dump tool, and this is actually very important if you decide to model one of these, is to make sure you dump the NAND, which basically makes it so that way, like if you break something, because if you break something, like if you brick the console or something by doing some weird homebrew stuff, then it'll be able to get recovered a lot easier. So yeah, and there's also this really cool thing I want to show you guys. So when you press select, I might give it a second here. Yeah, but it's like the menu on the original DS, and as you can see, I was playing some Japanese Game Boy games, so it had that down there. But yeah, you can change the brightness, and you can also go into settings. And there's a couple of cool settings I want to show you guys in here. So yeah, the main thing is what you can do is you can run in DSi mode. And that's very important. That's something that not all homebrew will let you do this. So basically, the DSi has a CPU. The ARM9 CPU is twice as fast than on the regular DS. So if we go here, that's NTR. That's the original DS. It's got 67 megahertz. If we go to the TWL, which is the code name for DSi, then we get 133. So yeah, that being able to put this in DSi mode will let you run games a lot better than you would on a regular DS. And yeah, that's one of the really special things about having the Twilight menu, because there's a lot more DSi specific stuff, you know, and a lot of the apps you can get for it have DSi enhancements you can use, and that makes it so you can run games a lot better. So yeah, without further ado, let's take a look at some games. So yeah, right now I'm in my ROMs folder, and yeah, if we go back here, you can see I got a folder called ROMs on my SD card. And if we go in here, you can see I got a few different consoles. I got Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Genesis, you know, a whole bunch of stuff. And basically, one of the other cool things about the Twilight menu is, like, if you go in here, let's say I'm gonna do play a GBA game. So if you have ROMs on your SD card, then it'll automatically it'll automatically categorize them and have an emulator built in for the DS, so you can play games from a bunch of different consoles. So yeah, let's try out some, let me see, which one do I want to do? Let's do Crazy Taxi. So yeah, that's one of the really cool things about this too, is like, you can do a whole bunch of different consoles. And as you can see, GBA Runner 2, it's a Game Boy Advance emulator, actually, for the DSi and DS. So yeah, as we wait for this game to load up, might just take a second here. But yeah, let's just wait for this to load up. Alright, as you can see, I finally just loaded in, and now we can just, like, I'll just show you guys what it's like to play this thing. So yeah, basically it's just like regular Game Boy Advance, you know. It's like you can just play games and yeah, and then have it run better than it would on a regular Game Boy Advance. So yeah, this is pretty cool, actually. So yeah, in just a second here, we can go take a look at some other games too. So yeah, I mean, I should probably pick up someone, take them somewhere, you know, because that's what you're supposed to do in this game. But I just feel like driving around right now. So yeah, yeah, I just think that's really cool that you get to homebrew your DSi. I think it's a really good way to use up some of these consoles, because a lot of times they don't really have a whole lot of software support anymore from Nintendo, obviously, since they're like 15 years old. And they sold like 100 million of these things. So like, I think it's really cool that people have found ways to like reuse them, you know, and make them into something useful again, even though they're pretty old technology at this point. So yeah, let's take a look at some other stuff. Oh, I accidentally just turned it off, but it'll be fine. We can go back in here. So, all right, let's take a look at, what are we gonna do? You know what, actually it's something I want to show you guys first. So, in order to install it, there's like this like setup menu that you can access. And if I hold down A and press the power button, then this will take me into this weird, you know, like backdoor type menu here. And as you can see, I can go into the if I want to, I can just like play the game that's in there, which is Need for Speed Underground 2, or I can do any of the regular DSi stuff. All the regular DSi stuff is saved on here. Say if I want to go into system settings, it's still here. All the DSi apps are still here. So yeah, that's a really nice addition too, I think. So yeah. And before we left here, I thought I would show you guys some Mario Bros. Yeah, because, you know, it's a Nintendo classic, you know, you gotta play Mario Bros. So yeah, oh, my tripod's falling over. Just a second, I gotta get this stuff moved. Okay, that's better now. Okay, so yeah, so let's just get through a level or two with this. It's sped up a little bit. It's not perfect. And as you can tell, the music's a little off. It's not perfect emulation, as you can see, but it's pretty good, actually. except for the sound effects, the game's actually fully playable. I'm not really that good at Mario, especially when I'm like trying to hold the camera, but it'll be fine. We can just see how far we get, you know. Hopefully I can actually make it through the whole... Oh, man. That was just sad. Like, okay, I have to make it through this first level. Okay. Oh my gosh, okay, never mind. So yeah, that's DSI. Womp womp. Okay, I have to turn it off again. My gosh, okay. So, yep, this is what my DSI looks like, apparently, so... Yeah, this is actually a really good way to use your old DSI, I think. And yeah, definitely give this a try. There's a whole bunch of other tutorial videos up online that can show you how to get Twilight Menu installed on here. So yeah, if you ever have a chance to do that, I would definitely recommend it. So yeah, that's about it for this video. So yeah, before I go, I just wanted to let you guys know that if you like this video, you should like and subscribe to my channel for more content. Some of it will be like this, some of it might be a little different. Not really sure what to do going forward with this channel, but we'll figure something out. So yeah, really appreciate it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. See ya.